Hi everyone, and welcome, welcome. It's so nice to be with you here in this space, with this amazing background of the ocean. Usually I always do videos that contain divinations or channeled messages from spirit, but today I feel it drawn to just have this casual chat so that you can also know the content creator of Dimensions of Love, because to be authentic in a world where masks are daily put on, it's difficult. And it's even more difficult to trust who's real and who's not. Kind of in the sense that what we're looking at today, we might want to have confirmation. Is this person just doing this content for their own publicity? Are they doing this because they actually care? Like, what is the purpose of all of this? So I just wanted to share with you guys, girls, amazing souls, human beings, aliens, however you want to refer to yourself, that I enjoy doing these contents. I've been doing them for almost a year. I want to make a video that goes more inwardly into why I started this channel, but I just want to go through it briefly now to say, when I was going through my awakening, if you may, Satori, as they say it in Japan, it was an instant awakening. It was not gradually, it felt like from night to day, where I lived in a reality which I thought I was awakened, and I was completely asleep, to then awaken to this amazing, beautiful reality of everything was so, it felt so surreal. And this might feel like it's a journey of waking up and kind of being happy and joyful, and there's no problems in going through awakening. But I would say the opposite, because when we awaken to our true selves, when we ascend to a higher consciousness, there is a lot of garbage and things that we need to clear out. And we might be faced with very difficulties in our reality, such as our economy changing, the circles that the people that we have around us in general, everything, we start to see that this is not genuine, it doesn't work for me, and that's okay. But there's so many things that are changing and that we are adjusting to when one is going through an awakening. And sometimes I feel like it's spoken of, it's a beautiful and it's a aha moment kind of experience, but I haven't felt it like that. It's been more of an deeper connection to everything, and having this realization of this false self just dying away, and these ego parts also from other people that one meet, that is constantly calling out to that ego false self to act and to feel superior. And also in spiritual fields, that it becomes this spiritual ego that is more advanced and better and stronger, and I know more. And then comes this division And every time I see a division and their opposites colliding, then we're not really there in this awakening, because we're still having this polarity of superiority, but it's in reality it's just consciousness in different layers, and depending on where one is really insignificant to the whole. It's just to act of love and to be where you are and accept everything that is, to be content with everything that is happening, so troubles don't disappear and everything doesn't change. But what happens is an acceptance of the now moment and not being attached to whatever is happening, whether it's good or bad. It's not the same attachment that draws you in to that reality of starting to freak out or overreact. There's no reaction to it. It's just an acceptance, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It's not being overreactional, and really it goes both ways. Whether it's something, a big surprise, to not be so overwhelmed by it, and the same way if there's very difficult news, not to be overwhelmed in that sense too. I don't know if this making sense when I'm speaking about it, and I hope that you're not picking up the wind over here, but it's so beautiful today. And of course this is a public place, and adversity is always nearby somewhere, I've learned. So apologies if there will be any interruption. I hope not, but it might happen, so we're open to whatever happens in this reality. So to share a little bit about my experience more, I would say, and it's not, I feel like when one is having something as a channel and just speaking openly about these things, it kind of feels like putting yourself out there completely naked and vulnerable, and it's kind of scary to do so. At the same time, it feels so liberating at the same time to show others that it is okay, that the way that you see your reality is actually valid. And the more that we can share each other's experience, we get to learn and live each other's experience, because there is no me or you. There is no distinction between us. We are one, and everything that I'm experiencing, you are experiencing. And when we share, we heal, because we're taking in our experiences as our own. As you're taking in my experience now as your own, I'm also taking in your experience as my own, whatever is being shared. And I feel like when I started this channel and all of those amazing comments in the beginning, they were very much enlightened and kind of understood it in a deeper sense. But I really wanted to include those that are going through confusions, because going through this enlightenment, you shift from absolutely understanding everything into not understanding nothing at all again. So it's kind of like you're starting over, and it moves like that, back and forth. And I really wanted to include everyone to not disown that part of themselves, because we tend to do that. We're constantly enlightened and we're disowning this part of ourselves that doesn't know. I didn't want that to happen, because it's so easy to slip away into a different like a different input of the ego, trying to pull you away in a different direction. So again, you're here of not accepting everything that is. You want to be around people that are enlightened, same-minded, and everyone else is less than so. And I didn't want that to be in this channel. I really wanted to be as authentic as possible, to every aspect, to be open. As long as it is a sharing of love, it doesn't matter which layer we are. We're still connecting with each other. We're still teaching each other. We're still sharing this experience as one. As I'm sharing this with you, you're also sharing this experience with me. There's no time. It's you're right here with me as I'm right there with you. So if we understand this, we can approach it in a different way, and we can accept those part of us that is less. It doesn't mean that we should just not continue our journey into self-realization and kind of be lazy with it, but it more so is opening you up into having this opening for yourself of saying, it's okay for me to feel like I'm not connected today. I don't feel so connected. And then the other day to be out in the world and to feel connected and to feel this oneness with everything. It is okay, because we so easily want to judge those parts that disowns another part. So what I'm trying to say is, wherever you are in your journey, I mean, all of your comments has been amazing, from those comments that are so enlightening to comments that are confusing to other comments that are suggesting that I'm very dark. It really doesn't matter. It is a perspective that everyone is going through within themselves, and how we see it is how we experience it, and we teach each other in this way. So if we can allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to be open, to share these parts of ourselves that are difficult, because sometimes I wake up very happy and sometimes I wake up and I cry. I mean, it's so different from day to day. And I still go up and do these videos because I love you all. I really do. And I want to share this authentic part of myself to encourage everyone to know that you will be met with diversity constantly, and you'll also be bullied, and there will be people that won't understand you. And what I want to tell you is, don't mind that, because everyone is really reflecting what they're feeling inside of themselves, because they're disowning parts of themselves, which is closing them off into seeing the whole picture of that we're all one. If we truly know in our hearts when someone is saying something despiteful or cruel, when we hear these words, if we don't believe them, truly what they're saying is not, it's not valid. It doesn't touch anything. It's just that someone is saying. They're just really wasting their own time, actually, and energy. So it doesn't matter. But it's also to accept that those things are happening around, and that you can allow these things to happen. You don't have to justify yourself. And many people that has done something different, that has done something new, has been ridiculed for it. So I'm just saying, if you're one of them that feels that you're bullied for being the way that you are and feel like you have to be someone else, just remember to stay true to yourself. You don't have to be true to anyone. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to make it valuable or whatever it is that you're expressing, because you're here to just express your authentic self. And whoever loves it and respects it will respect it. Whoever doesn't, then that's okay. That is their journey. Just be compassionate with them and understand that they're not there in consciousness to comprehend or to grasp it or to understand it. It's not to downvalue them in any shape or form, because you don't want to become as the bully themselves, but it's to give yourself that understanding that these human beings, they don't see it the same way, and that is okay. It is okay. That is their journey. We all have our journey, but stay true to your journey, because you're here to do something. You're here to express. So I'm acknowledging you to keep expressing that through that true authentic self that you are in your heart, and to connect, because as long as you're not harming anyone, just keep on expressing this unique self, and the world loves it. Like, it's so beautiful to see a human being in their expression and their love, and they just exuberating this energy around them. Thank you, truly, from heart to heart, for you being able to open yourself. And also in my authentic videos, I want to share and be open in my journey, and it's been very lonely, but I'm happy to have been connecting with so many of you, and all of those comments have been beautiful in all the layers of existence, and the love that you share, and the donation. I mean, you're all so amazing, and to just create this content for you and to continue doing this, I truly love it from my heart, because I'm being drawn from spirit to do it. Therefore, it feels like the most beautiful thing that could make me happy. And if there is resistance, yes, of course, there is a lot of resisting. I've never been met with so much resisting, which is telling me somehow that this is something valuable. I'm sorry, it's so funny, but my camera keeps cutting off here. So I'm going to end it here and see how I can edit this. But I just hope that you all are good, and that you are happy, and that you are content wherever you are in your journey, to just be open with your heart and accepting to everything that is, and to enjoy the little moments in life as this beautiful view. So to be content and to be accepting to oneself is such a huge difference into experiencing this reality. So I'm just acknowledging you to be yourself. And it's those moments that really make a difference in our lives. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you all. Love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Sending love your way as always. Bye, everyone.